I always find it interesting that y'all will accept what a celebrity says as if it is coming from an educated person. Because this situation, I know he said this a while back, but it just happened to keep popping up on my Facebook scroll. And I was like, why are people accepting this? Why are people making a big deal out of this? Why are people making it seem like this man is the authority on what you should believe when it comes to science? Now, he said that if you're an atheist, you're an idiot. And he don't like talking to you. But you are a person, a grown-ass man who believes in a fairy tale that was written by people thousands of years ago who are writing based on a lack of knowledge of science because your mama raised you to believe in these fairy tales. You may as well believe in Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy. The true idiot is a man or woman who does not have the ability to critically think through a situation to discover whether or not something that they were taught as a child is correct. It's like somebody believing that America is the greatest country in the world if you've only been in America and you have never been outside of America, nor have you studied any other country to validate to see if America is the greatest country in the world. Unless you've done so, unless you've done those things, then you are making a statement out of ignorance, to which Steve Harvey is making a statement out of ignorance when he makes these types of statements. He said that when someone says that they're an atheist, I just walk away. I don't know what to say to you, because you're not intelligent enough to have that type of discussion. Because you know that if you were to have a conversation with a person, I'm not even a full atheist, the jury's out. But even with a person like myself, if you were to have a full conversation with me, then you would realize that you are lacking in intelligence to be able to have that conversation because of your next couple of statements. If you don't believe in God, then where is your moral barometer? So what you're telling me is that people who don't believe in your God has no moral barometer. So what about the people who believe in Brahma? Now you can say that, well, that's a God, so that works. But it's not, you don't believe that their God exists. You believe their God is a false God. You believe their God is like the devil pretending to be a God. What about people in places like Denmark and Sweden, where the overwhelming majority of the people are atheists, and it's one of the safest countries in the world, yet you live in a country that is like one of the top murder capitals in the world, yet the overwhelming majority of people in this country believe in God in one form or another, whether they are Christian, Muslim, or Abrahamic, or Jewish. So you live in a country riddled with crime, riddled with murder. Where's the moral barometer with your God? And remember, we're talking about a God here who says that to kill all the men, kill all the women, kill all the women who's known a man, and kill all the old people, and take for the young girls as your wives. That after you've conquered these people. This is a black man who is saying that he is approving the moral barometer of a God who says that of the foreign nations you may take as your slaves and pass them down as property to your sons. So for all you people who keep on saying that slavery, the transatlantic slave trade was not allowed by the Bible, that was the wrong kind of slavery, that the Bible wasn't talking about that. You like to jump on the part where it talks about Israelite to Israelite. But Israelites were allowed to enslave people who were foreigners to them. So the transatlantic slave trade was done exactly how the Bible says so in Leviticus 25. And this last statement is the one that simply blows my mind, that shows that he was not paying attention in school or he has no understanding of the process of the evolutionary process. He said, you can't tell me that we evolved from monkeys. I mean, why we still got monkeys? This is a popular statement that many theists like to make. That is not what evolution says. Oh my gosh. Evolution says that we come from a common ancestors, and from that common ancestors, you have different branches. One, Homo sapiens, the other, what would develop into monkeys, the other would develop into the great apes. That's why you have monkeys. You know what? Y'all need a demonstration for all the stupid ones who are going to come over here and say, oh, there should still be monkeys. So for the truly stupid ones, you have common ancestor, okay? From the common ancestor, you get people. From the common ancestor, you get the great apes. From the common ancestor, you get the little monkeys with the tail. Okay? What you don't, the real question, if the common ancestor still existed, then you can say evolution doesn't work, that we could not have evolved. We didn't evolve from monkeys because this is your monkey, this is your apes, this is humans. This is some primate. Right? So, basically, we didn't come from monkeys, we didn't come from apes. It's from the primate, humanoid looking thing or whatever it was that, according to the Sumerian story, that Enlil and Enki and his Harsag and Anu decided that they were going to do an experiment and use some of their DNA to make us. Now, if that's the case, it's a little bit different. You got the Anunnaki, and they jumped in and pew, made us with a combination of their bloodline and made us, that's how that would go if you believe the Sumerian story. I'm not necessarily saying the Sumerian story is the actual thing that happened, right? But it's more believable than some God just poofing us into existence 6,630 something years ago, because we know that that is not true, because humans, Homo sapiens, have been around for hundreds of thousands of years. So your Bible version makes even less sense for you to say that we come from monkeys, but we do not come from monkeys. Do you non-understanding, illiterate people understand that? Okay? It is not that difficult. I'm not even saying that I agree 100% with evolution, but what I am saying is that when you look at evolution, understand it and stop saying dumb shit like Steve Harvey keep repeating and saying that we come from monkeys. This is stupid. And it really just shows how ignorant you are and how your school system simply failed you and your parents failed you. So always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.